first. So at first he got this revelation in the cave. Okay. And in the cave, and you'll see this in Sahih Bukhari, this is a hadith. So in Bukhari, he narrates a story where Muhammad is in the cave, he receives his revelation, and the spirit being, whatever this entity is, doesn't announce who it is. What he does is he shows up, pops up, and Muhammad says, read. Now Muhammad's supposed to be illiterate. So Muhammad's like, I can't read. So what the spirit does is he grabs him, presses on him until he can't like breathe and take it anymore. It's causing him pain. And then he releases him and says, read. He's like, I can't read. This happens over and over. And then so Muhammad leaves, runs out of the cave. And the hadith says that he's trembling in terror, sweating, veins of his neck is like bulging, had this real spiritual experience. And he runs to his wife, Khadijah, and says, cover me, because he was that scared. He's like, I think there might be something wrong with me. That I either like he's possessed, like he's being attacked by a demon, or that he's going crazy. That's what he thinks.
I feel like every time an angel comes and shows up in scripture, people fall down and try to worship it, and they're like, hey, don't worship me. Like I'm not worthy of worshiping. But this dude just beating on Muhammad.
Ragdolling him, just having his whole way, suplexing him, RKOing him. But this is the crazy thing. Like you said, when we look in the Bible and we look at how God appeared to his prophets or other people or the angels, they were always comforted. Now, there would be some times where initially there will be fear. Yeah. You see this random angel come up, just pop up in your room, you're going to be frightened. Like, who are you? What are you, right?
Yeah.
However, the angels always say, peace, fear not, be not afraid, right? God sent Gabriel. Gabriel comes and Daniel is afraid when he sees Gabriel. He's frightened by his sight, frightened by the vision, doesn't know what to do. What Gabriel does is he picks him up. He says, stand up, helps him up. He says, I can't walk. He gives him strength in his legs so he can stand. And then Gabriel touches his mouth, strengthens his mouth, gives him ability to speak. So we see that Gabriel comforts Daniel, encourages Daniel, exact opposite from Daniel, comforted by the angel when he's fearful, comforted and encouraged, versus with Muhammad, he's antagonized and frightened and oppressed. Two different things. This looks clearly demonic, while this one by Daniel is clearly sent by God.